Recently, two Arkansas Republican county committees have passed resolutions stating they want our legislators to defend our Arkansas Freedom of Information Act. Joining us now is one of those county chairs, Kathrine Bischof. Hi, Kathrine. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, thanks for having me.
You are chair of one of those counties. Your county's passed this resolution unanimously. Tell us a little bit about how this resolution came to be.
Okay, well, as it says at the top, the Arkansas Freedom of Information Act was under attack during the last regular session. They tried to weaken it, and then they came back again during the special session, the first extraordinary session, and they tried again to weaken it. And so we thought that we need to make a clear statement that we don't want it weakened. So we came up with this resolution.
I was reading over this resolution, and I think to you and I, this is a strong resolution. It includes verbiage from our Republican Party platform and principles. And to you and I think that this is a good, strong resolution. To some of those at the Capitol in the committee hearing, some of our legislators during the special session, this may come off a bit strong. What would you say to that? In my mind, I'm thinking of Senator Blake Johnson and that exchange with one of our friends and Patriots, Jennifer Lancaster.
Well, I just took the words straight from our Republican platform. I don't think it's too much to ask that we follow the platform, that Republicans follow the platform. And by the way, just because a bill has the words Freedom of Information Act in its title, that's not the same Freedom of Information Act that's in our platform if you make fundamental changes and weaken it. The Freedom of Information Act as it is now is what is in our platform. And if you go making major changes, you can't say we're still abiding by the platform because we still have a Freedom of Information Act, but then you've made major changes to it. So it's not the same thing.
What are you hearing from people there in your district? What did they say? Were they surprised by what was going on, especially during that special session with our Sunshine Law?
I think they are. It's like we worked hard to defeat the changes they were trying to make during the last session. And it's like, why are you doing this again? I think we made it clear how we feel. And what's amazing to me is how this reaches across party lines. It's Republicans, it's Democrats. And when has the Republican Party ever been on the same side as the liberal news media? It's everyone. There's just a handful of, I like to call them elites, or, it's just a handful of elected politicians who are pushing for this. And it seems like nobody else in the entire state is for weakening FOIA.
Whenever you brought this up to your county committee meeting, what was the discussion? Did you have anyone there that had any concerns or hesitation with this resolution?
No, there was nobody. Nobody spoke out against this resolution. We only had a few comments, and they were both in favor of transparency in government, because without a transparent government, you don't have freedom anymore. Patrick Henry, one of our founding fathers, said, "The liberties of the people cannot remain secure as long as rulers are permitted to conceal the transactions that they make from the people." And so maybe instead of give me liberty or give me death, or in addition to that, he might say, give me government transparency or give me death, because without transparency, there's no liberty. And one of our committee members did bring that up, that transparency is freedom.
Yeah. It was just, I believe, last night, today's Friday, so Thursday evening, the Greene County Republican Committee, I believe, also passed a FOIA resolution unanimously. Do you think that we will begin to see a trend of county committees passing a similar transparency resolution?
Well, I hope so. I hope that we've set a good example, Greene and Saline. Hey, that rhymes.
Yeah, and what do you think? I mean, it's a resolution, but what do you think this what type of message do you hope that this will send to, as I mentioned, this does have just strong language. It says resolve that this one, of course, was Saline County, I believe, but it says that the Saline County Republican Committee implores the governor and the state legislature to cease and desist from further attempts to weaken the Arkansas Freedom of Information Act. What do you hope that these actions by county committees will do?
Well, it's one thing to kind of pop off on social media as individuals, but I think it's another thing entirely to craft a thoughtful, informed resolution, bring it to thoughtful, informed groups of people, and have them say yes or no, this is what we want. And then I think our representatives would take it more seriously. We're not just mouthing off. We're not just being annoyed at them for every little single thing. We take this seriously, and we are united in what we feel about this.
Absolutely. If I can only imagine if county committees, Republican county committees across the state were to get copies of a resolution to defend FOIA, and in the upcoming weeks, months, and if they were all to adopt some type of resolution and they were in unison and this happened, what kind of message would that send to elected officials? I think that would be something.
Well, I think it would send the message to keep your hands off our sunshine law.
Absolutely.
Just stop trying.
Yeah. Anything else you would like to add, Kathrine?
About FOIA?
Or just in general, or maybe anything that your county's working on, or anything else that you all are concerned about on the state level?
Well, we're always concerned about inflation and taxes. Local governments are trying to increase taxes, including our own. So that's on our plate right now, is to fight that and make sure people can still afford their groceries and clothes and housing.
Are people there in your county, are they following or talking about the lectern purchase by the governor's office?
A little bit. Some of us are following it. Some of them don't really know much about it. It's like if you don't follow the right social media pages, sometimes you're a little bit out of the loop. But we did let them know about it, and we're anxious to find out what this investigation reveals, because it's very strange.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Kathrine, for joining us and for bringing forth this resolution to defend FOIA.
Can I plug my Lincoln Day dinner?
Yes. Let's talk about that. I'm sorry, it slipped my mind. Yeah, you have a really exciting guest coming October 21st there in Greene County.
Seth Dillon from the Babylon Bee.
Yes.
So we expect him to be both informative and entertaining. He is on the front lines of the battle for free speech, seeing as how he has been deplatformed. And we're real excited to have him come to Paragould. Tickets are on sale at eventbrite.com.
Okay, and send me that link. I'll be sure to include it below, and then also on our website and social media channels. October 21st. Everyone get a ticket. It's going to be so much fun. Seth Dillon from the Babylon Bee. He's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kathrine, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.